California is failing very fast.
And I think this is pretty old.
A state where only illegal immigrants and wealthy tech barons now feel welcome.
I think California is a brilliant example of what would have happened to the entirety of the United States if Hillary Clinton had won.
With thousands living in close proximity on Skid Row, hygiene is always an issue. But with an official outbreak of hepatitis A, it's now a necessity.
Plague. Fucking plague.
Kate Steinle was fatally shot in 2015 by a repeat felon and 5-time deportee who was shielded by the city's sanctuary policy.
The stench of urine and feces is strong. Welcome to one of San Francisco's newest tent cities.
Fucking tent city. And that shit would be in all the major cities. Fucking tent city.
Authorities are certain they would have arrested 800 more immigrants, but Oakland's mayor issued a statement over the weekend warning of the raids.
Arrest her.
California matters. It's our biggest state. It's the leading edge of everything.
And coincidentally enough, the leading edge of what it would look like if we just threw open the borders.
Victor Davis Hanson is a lifelong resident of the state. He's a senior fellow at the Hoover Institution. He joins us tonight.
What up, Vic? How the hell are you?
Mr. Hanson, thanks a lot for coming on. You described the economic distribution of California recently as medieval. What does that mean?
Well, let me field this one for you, buddy. You've got a bunch of peasants, and you have a bunch of nobility. And the nobility makes all the rules, but it doesn't matter to the nobility because they're the nobility. It only really matters to the peasants. Does that about sum it up?
It means that about 75% of the geographical area is inhabited by 25% of lower income people, by and large.
Peasants.
And we have a coastal corridor from San Diego to Berkeley where we have Caltech and Stanford, and we have about $3 trillion in capitalized Silicon Valley companies.
The nobility.
And this is where all the policy is made. And these people who make it, the lawyers, academics.
Academics, please respond.
Politicians are never subject to the ramifications of their own ideologies because they have such wealth. And so...
Nobility. Just like I said, man, the king makes all the rules and all the peasants suffer.
California is a medieval society in the sense that we have the highest basket of gasoline sales and income tax, but we rank 45th in school test scores, 49th according to Forbes in infrastructure, among the highest kilowatt rates in the nation. Our gasoline tax is going to be the highest. Cost of gasoline is the highest, but it doesn't affect the people on the coast who make these regulations. I mean,
okay, so like for medieval, think of it like horses. The price of horses is huge.
Where I work at Stanford, it's 70 degrees or 65 degrees. I don't have to turn on the air conditioning or the heater, but where I live in the San Joaquin Valley, poor people have to go into Walmart because they can't afford to turn on their air conditioner.
No, we all shop at Walmart because the prices are so damn good.
So people in this medieval society on the coast, they don't believe in water transfers for agriculture and for poor people.
So the peasants can have clean drinking water.
But they surely do for the artificial landscapes in the Bay Area, whether it's Hetch Hetchy or the California Water Project. So,
because the king wants a garden that looks nice.
That attitude it sort of reverberates throughout California, and it's a dysfunctional state because of that. There's the middle class, about 4 or 5 million people have left.
Which, oddly enough, actually represent the middle class.
We had about 4 or 5 million people come illegally from southern Mexico.
Peasants.
And we've had an enormous concentration of global wealth in a very small geographical area, and you put all that together and you get what you have now.
That's ridiculous. Like it really is medieval society because there was no middle class back then. So yeah, the middle class represents middle class. They're not there. They all left. I mean, I'm sure that there's actually middle class people left in California, but like, it seems like there's a lot of peasants just milling about being poor and stuff. And man, just think of it. If we would have thrown open the borders and said, everybody who wants to come here, just go ahead and come here. the whole country would look like that. Because we would have people coming from everywhere. Sit there all you want and be like, well, a lot of those people picked up from other places in the country, so they'd be more spread out. Yeah, but if we opened all the borders, everywhere would be flooded with people because everybody would just come here. Dude. You get it yet? Shit don't work.